silver, followed by a man that wants the crown. They go down below, gilded cage, where they danced all night, all year, all month, all decade. There they danced till they broke their heels. They danced with the devils. They danced with the devils. Down, down they go. Down, down, down. Down they go. Down, down, down. Down they go. Tell me the tale of the broken shoe.
As you regain your bearings, you notice that you're in a thick, square cage like your circus animals. The ceiling of this square cage dons many sharp spikes pointing down towards you from the ceiling, and you can't see the tunnel from which you fell anymore. As you get your bearings from the harsh and long fall into the little hard floor, you look around to see a dark, dungeon-like room. Scattered throughout it are a great number of instruments on tables and racks you assume only to be used for a very dark purpose. Torture? Surely not. You wonder where you've landed so suddenly. The only light illuminating this grim decor is by that of two torches on the opposite side of the room, flanking an iron door which stares at you grimacingly. The association doesn't seem to be anywhere near you. Then a screeching sound emits from the corner of the room as you see an old-timey intercom in the corner of the ceiling. As a voice sounds, "A quick announcement that Association volunteer Eclaire of Septon, I repeat, Eclaire of Septon, has run off with the enemies of the state. The Association has decided to interpret this as a declaration of alliance of sorts. As such, Eclaire of Septon, I repeat, Eclaire of Septon, is now also an enemy of the state. Thank you for listening. Have a witching time."
What? You're with us now.
No.
I mean,
No.
yes, you are.
No, you're not the House of Lavon. You told me.
Well, we lied.
Hell.
Come on.
You lie?
Yeah.
You lie?
It was like a half-lie.
No.
I mean, we weren't
No.
born there, but we live there now.
Yeah, exactly.
What does this mean? What does it mean? Can somebody explain what happened? What happened?
Nope.
We were thrown into a cell.
Yes, and we're going to get out and be helped. And they're going to find me, and they're going to say, "No, you're a good girl."
No, because Alberia doesn't work that way.
But I'm a
Suddenly-
good girl.
Fucking stupid.
Suddenly, you hear footsteps coming towards you from down the hallway on the other side of the room. They're quite faint at first until the metal jail door on the other side clicks and the lock turns. The silhouette is faint against the dark hallway at first, and the faint light in this room, but you recognize the older woman. It's Doretta Bosk. As she clicks the key and opens the door, she walks towards you slowly.
You must wonder where you are.
Yes?
I don't blame you. Yet. The only reason why you're here is because I chose to postpone your impending doom. Imelda's not looking for a fair trial, and I want my answers before that happens. Now you see, Baru was very,
Is it true?
very dear to me.
Is Maru dead?
Is she really?
You're here to answer those questions. How would we know? We've been here. You're from the Crones.
I'm not. No, it's all a big mistake. I'm not.
Oh,
with-
yes, they always say that.
You're with us. Here in the cell.
Right, we left this morning and everything was peachy.
They were preparing the Feast of Plenty.
Yeah.
We have no idea what happened
We missed
there.
out on the Feast of Plenty.
So you don't know what happened, then?
What?
We were here.
Hang on.
mean-
Should we tell her about
No.
the bird?
I've read the letters. You all know Maru.
They've got a bird.
You've been there
They've got
for
a
multiple
bird.
years.
They found
Shut up.
something. They've got a.
You filthy
Hush now,
empire.
darlings. I
But
ask the questions here.
Listen, there-
And she takes from her pouch a small scissors as she walks to one side of the room, and you see now that she holds it against this rope. And as you look closer to the room, you see that it's connected to the ceiling, and then to the ceiling of your cage with the spikes.
Wait,
Now, you don't want me to snap this,
No.
or it will be over quite soon.
listen. There must be some misunderstanding. Mara can't be dead, and Eli is not a bad person.
Deirdre Bod does not lie. She's
We got
one
a
of the
message.
older. A message?
From the Lavon sisters.
I don't want to die.
Yeah, but it just said that we should run.
She
Well-
takes the scissors away and says,
Tell me.
Tell her.
There was a bird and it had a red ribbon, which usually means that something bad has happened. And they said that they couldn't explain, but that we needed to get out before work.
Nonsense! I'm getting sick of this. Do you want me to pour up another tunnel? I've rigged the system enough I can.
No.
Listen, I was very nice to you this morning, but just try and help me here. Maru was like a daughter to me. She was one of my oldest students, taught her for 20 years. I
But-
know they say you're not supposed to take favorites, but I couldn't. She's the only one I had. Now you can realize, probably, that if you say you don't know anything, that Deirdre is not giving me any more information, then where does it leave me? Do I
We've-
just accept that and move on? Your house has caused a lot of accidents throughout the last years. The Lavords do have blood on their hands.
No, they don't.
But we're all
Your
new.
kind breaks the rules all the
I'm
time.
not a witch.
What are you doing there?
What blood do you have on your hands?
None.
What? No.
I make machines, dear, that
You-
help civilizations.
Machines
You
have
make
The
machines.
Forge Fleet, have you ever heard of it?
Yes. But you have blood on your hands as well. Do you?
Now, I am asking the questions here. I want you to help me, please.
We just.
I just don't know what to think of witches anymore. You're kind, as I hate to use the word,
You're good at telling lies.
makes an unholy amount of accidents. Why should I not just let you rot in
Well,
Imelda's hands right now?
First of all, the only way that you're going to figure out what's happened to Maru is definitely not by killing another bunch of the Lavon sisters' kids. They might not let you in. They might not let you know anything.
I didn't even want to send her there, boy. However, she was sure that you were good people. Now look what happened.
Well, we
Maru
are.
always followed the rules. You never did. You break the witch's code of conduct at every single turn you get.
All right, again, I'm not a witch, and if there's any house that I've seen
calm
it here,
down. Anger will not help.
To the
Breathe.
rules, it's the Lavorne Mansion. They're literally only people who just want to live their lives, but they can't because people like us who don't know and who are scared and who are angry keep fucking shit up.
So it's not your fault then?
No,
None of this is your fault? That seems quite easily put.
that's not what I'm saying. You're twisting
You,
words.
I've read letters about you. You've been there for a little while now.
Yes.
How do you live there? You
The
know
mas-
Maru, correct?
I do know Maru, and I refuse to believe she's dead. She's a sister. She wouldn't. She's too strong-headed to die.
You see Doretta Bolsk hear these words and slowly lower the scissors to her side.
Just tell me one thing then. It doesn't seem like we're going anywhere with this. Was she happy there?
Of course. She loved it. She loves it.
She walks slowly towards the cage, takes out a metal key from a ring.
Thank you.
And the cage slowly unlocks.
Do we have to move it?
Do we open it?
Oh, okay. Oh. Yeah, maybe we should go for the same side.
Who is this Mary person?
She's a friend.
Oh. Maru's like a mother, a sister, an idiot, a lover, a teacher, everything.
Tiefling. You know, with the horns.
Eclaire, I'm so sorry you were dragged into this. We promise you'll help you.
This world has never seen a woman like me. With clockwork and grace, we'll reach outer space and tell our kids about it. Ships in the air, but I put them up there with ingenious spark to the skies will embark. But who is there to come home to?
We have to get back to the mansion.
Doretta looks at you as she says, "You're free to go, but I won't help you escape."
Please
Well,
give
if
us a
I'm-
hint.
Fine.
That was easy.
I saw a small anomaly in the architectural plans of this here facility. Apparently a few witches jumped and escaped in the Flea's float once. Remember, this used to be a prison for Ratio. They blew a hole through the wall in the Ratio living quarters and jumped into the river. They mended the wall.
River.
Yes, a river.
Oh shit.
Ratio mended the wall, but they never truly replaced it. That's your way out, if any. Go towards the Ratio living quarters and listen for the sound of the river.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Farewell. As she
And
turns
of course
around
there's water, yeah?
and goes through the iron doors once more into darkness.
Have a
Right,
witch.
let's at least start looking.
You know this building, right? Eclaire?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
No, no. But I know this building. If we go that way, then we go that way.
Okay, well, thank you. I know that too.
Yeah,
And
but
if we go that way,
that will lead to the chambers of
Death,
the
dear.
Ah.
Chambers of death.
Well, then maybe let's go that way.
Yeah, Chambers
Okay.
of Death doesn't sound
Doesn't
very nice.
sound very nice.
Can I
but,
quickly-
but, if we arrive to that point and we have to go through a river, there's no way I'm passing that.
And if
Oh.
we ever see someone that I can explain all this business to, I will just say that you're not the one they're looking for.
Okay.
Eclaire, that's really very nice of you. They're not going to believe that.
Why not? We're honest.
We have a fire monkey. Okay, so let's maybe we can walk
Let's walk.
Let's
the
walk.
direction of okay.
Okay, so you're heading towards the metal door that swung open. Doretta has gone first, and she's now out of sight. As you open the metal door, you are indeed standing in a dungeon. Long, wet hallways, almost no light. It's quite dark at this point. You can't almost see anything.
However, you do notice that in the hallway, two torches are lit in the distance. However, you were told that this Ratio facility had been abandoned for a long time. Apparently someone's been here before you. As you look around, you see that there are a lot of archaic paintings on the walls. And as you look back, you notice that you just came out of a large painting as well, a secret entrance of sorts.
I notice you have trouble to see what's around, so I'm gonna light some light. Oh!
As fire emits from your fingernails onto the palm of your hand, a flame is produced in your hand with produced flame. As you walk as a first in the party through this dungeon, you see a few steps in front of you. And at the end, you head towards a door. Footsteps. Clunk, 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 clunk. They must be here somewhere. Keep looking. And then nothing.
I think it's okay.
Right, let's very, very carefully get to the other side of this.
Okay.
As you take the handle and instantly put it open, you hope there's nothing behind it. And you enter a dark wooden, through this dark wooden door, you find yourself in a square room, dimly lit once more by torches. On the ceiling is a decadent inscription of what seems to be gold plattering, which reads, "Blessed be the Elders." Through the room lays a red carpet with Ratio emblems on it that might be very familiar to you. Do you know Ratio?
Yes.
Yeah.
Has a black and sun. No,
Yeah.
gold sun.
It's a golden sun on a black backdrop.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't think Ratio stopped being Ratio.
You see
But why is it at the Witches Association?
on both your left and your right stand magnificent statues of what you can only assume to be high-ranking members of the old Ratio Order. There's 4 white marble statues in total, and all are very old, arrogant-looking, scholarly Alberian men, dressed in extremely decadent robes with enormous shoulder pieces and jewelry, as they all hold these enormous staffs with these golden suns at the top. Then you almost jump as you hear a loud voice from the room in front of you.
I think we should hide.
Welcome to the Ratio Museum tour. I hope you're all having a nice time. Y'all children with me, aren't you? Well, what we just were is called the Room of the Masters. We're the Masters of the Ratio Foundation. Yeah, very scary people. We're moving on.
Let's follow them. Let's pretend to be part of the tour. Come on.
Because we look super discreet.
Okay, so you want to move forward?
Yes.
Apparently in some fancy fairy tale, fire would actually shoot out of the mouses.
Don't get excited.
As she finishes her sentence, you hear a loud click in all of the statues simultaneously as they face you and their marble eyes start to glow.
Yeah. So we're gonna play a trap system called Split Second. It's from the Angry DM. Does people know it? Well, it's pretty hardcore.
One
D&D
person
stuff.
knows it.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
Very good. Well done, person. So we're gonna give you a buzzer, and in that buzzer, you will need to try a way to avoid a trap.
This is a sound.
Oh. Okay.
And then
Very good. So from the walls, you hear this liquid as I just turn it on for you. From the sides and near the statues, on the sides, 2 next to you, 2 in the front. From the heads here. Split second.
I am going to use a key point for Steps of the Wind.
Yes, exactly.
And
We join her.
At that moment, as you all duck down, this is how it's supposed to be played. At that moment, while you all duck down, fire emerges from the mouths of all of these statues everywhere as your hair kind of gets scorched as you duck down, and it keeps and keeps going.
Yeah, as fire keeps flowing continuously over your head, the room is getting warmer.
And
I don't
warmer.
mind.
How did you know what?
Yeah.
I can actually stand up.
Apparently, this room was used as some kind of extermination device. Yeah, all real scary stuff. Luckily, we're not in those times anymore. But yeah, sometimes we have to put on the trap to just oil them through, you know. We're moving on. As you're currently, the room is heating up.
This fire keeps and keeps
The temperature
going.
is rising, and the only other thing in this room are these four statues. Apparently, the legend goes that if one would want to escape from this room, they'd have to find the warden and twist the hand. But nobody actually knows who that is anymore.
What was that, the warden?
It's the warden.
Oh my god.
Moving on.
Okay.
And you hear all these
Everybody-
people.
Yes.
grab a statue, twist the hands.
Wait, there's a fire monkey. Isn't he like
Yeah, but we have
okay
to.
with fire?
We have to be
use the
fast.
statues. We have to use the 4 statues at the same time, I believe.
Can we crawl to the statues?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I
Okay.
want you all to make a Constitution saving throw, as
shit.
smoke is now covering this room.
Can I pick you again to roll for me? Yeah, thank you.
I can do for
Can
myself.
you spin for me?
Oh.
No.
I trust you.
Okay, Aaravos,
Yeah, me.
you tiger towards one.
No.
Oh!
You can
Who
go
was
sit
that?
back down.
Vanity, was that you?
Yeah.
Oh.
You start coughing, and it becomes hazy in front of your eyes. This is for Eclaire.
Yeah.
Why
If you roll the...
Oliver.
Oliver?
Fine. You.
Okay, so
you roll for
Aaravos
me.
starts crawling towards one of the statues, and what you notice, they all have these weird-looking staffs, but what you can see is they also have these plaques with actually just names. What is the first name?
The first name you see.
Okay, so you just regain consciousness, Oliver, as you start coughing, but Vanity at this point She is coughing up blood and smoke is in her lungs.
Aaravos, the first statue you come to is one of these older men, and it's one by the name of Kurt Carnachel. Do we have the visual?
I cannot read.
Yes. You cannot read.
No.
Well, that's
going to
make the puzzle much harder then.
Yeah. Guys,
We
there's
didn't think of
something
that.
written.
How does it
Twist
look?
the hands.
Yeah.
As you try and twist the hands, nothing seems to be working.
I will have moved over to.
So you move to another one. The next one you see is one by the name of Siegfried Mechel.
Can you read something?
Yeah.
I want you all to once again roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no, I don't want to die.
And Vanity, make one death.
I'm gonna roll my own.
No one saw that.
As
Nah.
Aaravos falls down, Vanity, I want you to make one death
No, but I
saving
don't care
throw.
about fire.
Death saving throw.
As smoke is continuing your lungs, as you fall unconscious. Pass the one.
Oh!
As you're one in the minus.
Shit. Wow, so I have to die.
Lie down. No, you don't
Oh.
die yet. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
And the temperature is rising. It's almost becoming impossible to see.
Oh!
Okay. You managed to tiger to another of the statues.
Wait, hang on. I didn't try that one yet.
Nothing seems
As
to
the
be
fire
working.
increases.
Oh!
Wait, I had an 18 and I didn't touch anything yet.
Okay.
So so you notice now that a wrong choice is also detrimental to your party. As you get to the next statue, which is one by the name of Chéri Boudoir. I'm sorry I had to.
We are Dungeons and Drag Queens. Any reference to people outside of the game is none of our responsibility
No.
and is in your head.
It's unintentional.
Je legt ons woorden in de mond.
Stop met queer mensen demoniseren.
Okay.
Okay. So you come to this statue and it says Chéri Boudoir and then a symbol next to it.
Guys, this one says Chéri Boudoir,
Just twist the hands.
No,
but it has two swords next to it as a symbol. That's not the right one. We need like a sunny thingy.
Right. Well, I would have.
Matthew,
Yeah.
for Matthew Oliver, you see on the last plaque you're rubbing it and sort of the water is sort of leaking off at this point as the room is now almost boiling and you're all sweating.
The last one. As you see the last statue, which is one by the name of Ornapeus Metz.
That looks like a warden. And I twist the hand.
Click.
You twist the hands and instantly they give way and click. As slowly the fire stops.
I'm gonna try to heal her.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm casting my cure wounds. Yeah.
Okay. So as you twist your hands, small sparks start flickering around it as your hands start to glow on fire. As slowly you move over her and you regain air in your lungs, Vanity. You cough very harshly due to the smoke.
Oh,
But you're standing again.
thank you.
That's how we do it.
Pink girl.
Okay, it's enough.
You're left in this empty room with these statues.
Where should we go?
I know. It's that way.
So we go that way.
How do
We
you
go
know?
that way. It's really easy. We're on the east side. We need to get to the east side of the river.
Before we do anything, are you feeling better or should I give you some extra health?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Hang on. No. How about?
She's hungry.
How about we save that for if someone else might, you know.
Or how
Need
about
it.
she gives me extra health?
Don't be so greedy. Come on.
From the ceiling,
Leave a bit for the others.
you hear voices from the ceiling.
You
From
you
the floor.
see, as you look upward, a decrepit ceiling of old wooden beams and rather thin flooring with one singular large crack in the middle, through which shines the light of a chandelier from the room upstairs. You hear footsteps, and suddenly everything gets quiet. You stop in your tracks as you hear muffled voices start to speak in the room upstairs, and at least one voice sounds eerily familiar to you.
Deirdre, You wanted to talk to me? We're quite in the middle of something.
You gave the order to violently arrest the crones, Miss Violet. Of course we need to talk.
Oh, of course. And I want to thank you so much, Deirdre, for this amazing piece of investigative journalism. Thank you. We could have never done this without you.
Oi, my intentions were to uncover the truth, Imelda, not throw around unfounded accusations. We've yet no certainty as to what exactly happened with that elf or Melchior Becker, let alone if the crones are involved at all. This is not right.
Oh, Deirdre. I mean, like that elf practically admitted. You know, you put just 1 and 2 together, and they're guilty of treason.
That bitch.
So no further investigation then? No trial, no plea? Who gave you the power to carry out such a command, eh? The Emperor himself?
Well, yes, actually, Deirdre. Are you doubting the intentions of the Emperor? Deirdre.
I did not come here to mince words with you about loyalty, Imelda. I've been working under the Empire's hand for much longer than you have. What I want is justice and truth.
You hear footsteps behind you, Deirdre, as a man in silver-clad armor with a giant executioner's axe comes up behind you. Marcus! Deirdre was just telling something really funny. She was saying that I throw around baseless accusations while doing that herself. Deirdre, why don't you fret over this? Alberia will reward you very well.
As you look through the cracks, you see the blackened and steel silver armor, and you notice that it is the lieutenant who talked to you earlier.
I see how it is. Lieutenant Gale, I'm heading back to Ozon. Have fun with your little games, Violet.
As you hear and these larger, heavy footsteps of the rather large Deirdre Bonbon start to walk throughout the room and exit.
Marcus, Deirdre did have a point. We need to bring them before a justice system. It would increase the optics of this all.
As you wish, Lady Violet. It will be my pleasure to hunt them down.
Marcus, I'm serious. No fuck-ups this time. Don't let what happened to her cloud your judgment.
Your choice, my lady.
Slowly you hear a salute in armor, and then the Sabatons exit the room.
Hey babes! Before you continue watching, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out our D&Drag Patreon, where you can help us develop this crazy show further.
It's